Alright, we got some tips and tricks on Blood Hunt Battle Royale here today, and this is not just any tips and tricks video. This first tip alone, I'm sure you've never seen before, and if you haven't, then it deserves a like on the video by itself. Now, you can obviously only do this in solos because you actually have an extra life and you respawn, but when you get finished by somebody, you can hit your ping button and ping the ground. Now, you need to do it as late as possible, that way that your ping will last longer. Your ping does not last very long whatsoever. You'll see that it disappears not long after I respawn here. You want to essentially do it at the very end of your death animation, that way once you respawn you have the longest amount of time on the ping, but you can ping where you died at and then run right back to where they just killed you at. It completely catches them off guard, and it usually means an easy kill. Next up, each character that you feast upon, you get a increase in one of your abilities based on which one you eat, up to 3 per ability. Now obviously this isn't rocket science, but it's actually not many people know that, and one of the abilities can literally make or break the game for you. First one is the blue one that you see on screen. It lowers the cooldown of whatever your E ability is. Next up is the purple one. It lowers the Q ability, one of them being, you know, your ultimate, if you want to call it that, from Apex, and your passive, tactical, whatever you want to call it. I don't know if there's a technical term for it, but you know, it does one and the other does the other. Now the third one, and this is the one that you want to have absolutely maxed out every single game, is the pink ability, because the first one that you eat, it makes you gain 1 health per second passively. The second one you get, it gets you up to 2 health per second passively, and then the third one you eat, it doubles that to 4, so you will gain 4 HP per second just existing. And the last one, if you're a bitch, you know, use this one a lot, but it's the orange one that lets you get more melee damage, and if you get this maxed out, that's why you get one hit by a katana and want to commit soup on the side. Also, I don't have gameplay of it, but there's a character that you can eat which gains you an extra life. Obviously it only exists in solos because solos is the only thing where you can have extra lives. You can't stack them. You have to be out of lives and then get one, and then you reuse that life, and then you eat another and you get another life. But they seem to be pretty rare because I've only seen 2 of them and I have quite a bit of playtime in the game. But yeah, they're red, and obviously that's pretty good. If you get one of those, you get an extra life. If you've already used up your life, that's very, you know, overpowered. Now the next one I'm sure a lot of people already know about, but it is a, you know, pretty common thing at this point. It is a Muse ability teleport. Can quite literally save your life, as it does in this clip for me. As we all know, if you don't know this, I mean, it's a tiny tip, but if you are down and you get into the gas, it stops you from being revived. But whether it be intentional or not, you can use the Muse teleport as much as you want to while you are down, and it can actually save your life if you get down and you immediately teleport away when then someone gets distracted by, say, a gunfight or something. It can come in very clutch. Next up, there are shops around the map that you can go to and get a lot of supplies. Now obviously the pharmacy store has heals in it, the tailor store has guns in it, the antique store has melee weapons in it, and that is basically it. Now the only good one really is the tailor store, which has guns in it, and I don't know why it's called the tailor store when tailor means clothes, but it's about the only good one. Now side note, the police vehicles also have weapons in them and armors, and the ambulances have heals in them too if you open them up throughout the map. Next tip is to learn to use movement to your advantage. Now obviously when you wall bounce, you get instant boost of speed. You basically go back to your original speed that is at full velocity without taking any repercussions. So as many walls as you want to bounce off of, you can just bounce off of them as much as you want to, like a little bouncy ball, and you can outplay the shit out of people. And honestly, there's also a way to combine it with double jumps and make it even more OP. Slide into a double jump, hit a building, bounce off of it, double jump again once you land on another building. I mean, the combinations are endless, and that's one of the things that makes this game so much fun, is the movement. And if you didn't know, a double jump is different to a normal jump. I have a tutorial of how to do that I made this week. Also, if you want to go look at that, I'll put it on screen as well. But yeah, basically learn how to move, and I'm talking to you two controller players, console players. It's not just exclusive to PC in this game. Any type of movement tech that you can do on PC, you can do it on a controller. Now, is it obviously a little harder because you only have your thumb to move with? I mean, that's debatable. Literally any and every movement tech that you can do in this game, you can do on controller, and that's not really, you know, that common for it to be you know, cross-platform type of thing. With this game, anything that you can do on PC, you can do on console, and vice versa. So don't be a bot standing still. Learn your movement. One of the few things that I do want to add to the end of the video, though, is that you can drop down in a fight if you are low on HP, or if you're low on HP from the gas, whatever it may be. At any point, if you eat a civilian, then you will regain your full HP. And also, if you want to not worry about getting caught by another AI while eating one and then, you know, exposing yourself to the entire lobby, then just aim your weapon at one of them and they will run away, and then you can single out another one that you didn't aim at and eat him by himself. Also works with players if you down somebody and you finish them by, you know, Diablo-rising them, or however the shit you say it, then you will regain your full HP, and you will also gain the abilities that they have gained themselves if they have eaten any characters within the game that time. Now obviously you got to be very picky and choosy when you do this, because if you do get caught eating somebody, you know, you will get killed and you will get shot, and if you get shot it stops the eating process. Be mindful of that, but it can save your life if you drop down and eat somebody real quick and catch somebody off guard being full HP as soon as you drop down. Then it is pretty OP. Another thing that I want to add is katanas block bullets. If you didn't know that, you can right click, or you know, whatever the ADS is on console, and you will reflect the bullets towards somebody and actually make them do damage to themselves, but you got to have pretty good timing with it or else it won't work and you'll just get shot. But that's basically all I have for you today. I've actually seen my YouTube feed being filled with people talking about Blood Hunt and making videos about Blood Hunt, and also people on Twitter talking about it, so that's pretty cool. Shroud made a video and said the next big BR, which is really cool. He posted it on his main channel. He had only been posting on his second channel, so who knows, this game could get bigger than Shroud originally expected. I mean, the guns feel obviously like Fortnite to me. The guns almost feel exactly like Fortnite if I'm being honest, and the gameplay feels amazing as far as movement and everything that you can do, the abilities, the outplay mechanics, everything. I mean, I love the game. Obviously I've made like 5 videos in the past 2 weeks after not making videos hardly at all in the past year, so that tells you a lot about how much I'm enjoying it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, you know, if this helped you out or whatever, if you've stuck around for this long into the video, please leave a like and go subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.